Welcome to the Dyllon Explains Everything podcast. Whether you're listening through YouTube or Spotify or any other platforms I use, I hope you'll find this podcast insightful, unique, and at points hopefully humorous. My main goal with this podcast is to provide an entertaining, educational, and contemporary experience for my listeners. This may mean explaining complicated topics in simpler and understandable terms, or it may be analyzing an aspect of a popular movie, song, etc. Whatever you guys want to hear, it's my goal to provide that. That means I would love to accept ideas, thoughts, criticism, or feedback of any kind. If you have ideas for the show or just something you'd like to share, feel free to email me at dillonexplaineseverything@gmail.com. Or if you're listening through a form of media that allows comments, feel free to leave those. It lets me know you're real people that listen to the podcast and not just someone who fell asleep while your YouTube recommended plays. I would like my episodes to fall into groupings of 3. The first grouping is educational. These episodes are to inform you about a specific subject in a way that is understandable and fun for you to listen to, that might be focused on history, mathematics, English, or literally anything. For those of you who watched my YouTube channel back when it was videos, these will feel familiar to you. The second grouping is creative writing. These will be pieces of writing I write myself or that I get permission from the creator to read on here. I will try to make them come alive and then do some brief analysis on them afterwards so we can reflect on the piece and our favorite parts together. The third and probably final grouping is analysis. This word can seem dry, overwhelming, and boring, but in reality it can be very fun, engaging, and educational all at the same time if you give it a chance. These might be looking at specific characters and themes in a movie, lyrics in a song, historical or contemporary writings, etc. My goal here is to expand your understanding of a specific piece and be able to apply that to more broad subjects. For example, an engaging and fun analysis of a historical piece might give you more insight into that time period or author. It also might make it easier and more efficient to read historical pieces in the future. This way you won't feel overwhelmed when a historical piece becomes contemporarily important. I'm planning on making my episodes break down into 5-section formats. The first section will be an introduction, possibly reaching out of the subject at hand. For example, an episode about the Byzantine Empire might start with a creative writing piece about the fall of Constantinople. The second section will be a short break looking at the word of the episode or a similar unique concept. The third section will be the longest, normally covering the main subject of the episode. The fourth section is going to look at a previous episode and discuss updates with the episode, and Dyllon explains everything as a whole. Finally, the fifth section will wrap everything up into a neat little bow. Now, that structure is subject to change. If you like this, feel free to follow, subscribe, like, comment, reach out through email, and spread the word about this podcast to your friends, family, and pets. Please make sure that this podcast gets out there so that people can listen to it. With all that being said, my name's Dyllon, and I explain everything.